Still can't believe I get to nail that. Guys. The Donald here. I just stopped over to give Eric from BandEBrewReviews this really nice bottle of beer. He's gonna do a review on it, and it's gonna be really awesome. You guys are really gonna like it. So stay tuned to watch Eric review this. Oh, he gave me this. So, cheers, guys.
Yeah, the boys round here drinking that ice cold beer, talking about girls, talking about trucks, running them red dirt roads out, kicking up dust. The boys round here sending up a prayer to the man upstairs.
Hey guys. Wow, that was something, wasn't it? Yeah. So the Donald brought me the 2014 Prearis Grand Cru, and having had a little conversation a few weeks back with Nick over at the Keyport, this one actually has some, I believe it's the Johnny Walker black Scotch is used in the making of this, and I figured nothing was probably more appropriate than grabbing him, grabbing her, grabbing someone by the pussy. And there's nothing on the bottle cap. I was going to use the glass that has the chip on the bottom just to piss off John Solar, but it looks like someone barfed in that glass. This is 10%. The last time I had the opportunity to try this was the 2013 batch. And I know the 2015 is out, and maybe even, but this was like, or I might as well just do all of it. I'm pretty sure that the Donald picked this up from the Keyport, or at least he had his people do it. They seem to be able to get a hold of some of the older bottles of this. I'm not exactly sure how they pull it off, but that's why they're the Keyport, and you're not. Oh yeah. Sorry, Mr. Holster, I realize there's more time, so this one does qualify, but right off the bat you can get that peaty, smoky Scotch smell to it, and some barrel, like a little bit of oakiness, but that's cheers. Wow, is that hiding the alcohol very well? If I was to complain about anything, yeah, because I'm good at that, Chuck, eat a dick, is it has a lot of flavors, but it has a fairly light mouthfeel. And it's got some stuff on the bottom. I wish I would have remembered that and given it a little tussle here. I suppose this can go nothing but bad. There. Just a wee bit of a drip. First was Ben N. Nice, Ben. Back on top. J-Dog, here from work, not first. Second, J-Dog, shine. Really? Okay, just for the record, this is gonna be a lighter than yesterday.
that getting that stuff off the bottom was very, very, very good. It helped. It helped a lot. No matter how many more times this is asked about, it's not happening again. You know, there's just something about shotgunning something that lights on fire. Ugh. Grappa? It is not. Big Jeff, Gunwild 1. Third, J-Dog, I have a case of Coors that needs to be shot up. Well, that could be fun. I got a case of guns that need to be shot. Of course, it seems like, according to the weather, the next few weeks, we are back in the deep freeze. Mr. Holster, fourth, says I. Pretty good for me. Yes, not bad. Gunwild, yep, the tactical bacon isn't bad tasting at all. I know. The problem is, the last time, because Johnny sent me another one, last time I opened one of these, I basically just ate the whole thing. But you can do so much shit with it. I mean, you toss it in the microwave for just a few seconds, and you can make BLTs with it. I mean, I don't need to tell you guys what you can do with bacon. Mr. Holster, 1 minute and 21 seconds. The dog's better at this than you. Sir, don't throw stones in a glass house. If you know what I mean. Mr. Holster, minute 35 for you. See, still doing okay. And I mean, it wasn't. I had to hit that 2-minute mark or less. I mean, Lake Maid. It was just a drinkable beer. It was just nothing. It wasn't anything like this. Foodmaster 212 here. I'm here. Foodmaster 212, Rich again. Christine kicks ass. She shot that scotch like it was nothing. Outstanding. I tell you, you know, she talks a good game. I think, you know, when we can't talk about a woman's age, but you know, she's older than me, and I'm 50, and she talks a good game. But when it comes down to it, it's very rare that she has anything to drink. She usually has a couple of glasses of wine when she does her Saturday blog radio, and I understand they are going to be talking nutrition and homeopathic stuff. She's like worried that people would find it boring, and well, I told her none of us are getting any younger. Things that never bothered you start to wreck you when you get into your 50s. So I think it will be an interesting show, to be honest. Me, on the other hand, I have nothing. I have nobody planned. I asked if any of you guys wanted to do the show. Nobody got back to me, so it's going to be a crew night. Which, not to say that some other blog radio or YouTube livers or whatever don't have good crews, but just look at what I've got on staff. The usuals. And the new usual, as long as he wants to be here, he's welcome, and that's Jim Hornet Fixer, Johnny Watson, Joey Cuz, and of course, the man that makes it all happen, John Solar, 283. I mean, John's a good guy and a funny guy, but you start getting getting a few drinks into him, and it becomes very, very funny. But then there's that poof where if you're watching him, it's like, make sure, because blog radio, unless you put in a code to end the show after 2 hours, it will keep going. Which the one night that he passed out, the code was not entered. And it's something like a stupid, unreasonable amount of money. I think it's every 15 minutes gets billed to you when you run past your normal time. The real Cobra Burnout, Christ, I am speechless. I'm not, I don't even know what you're talking about. Mr. Holster, you seem to know a lot more than you should about Joey's Barbados thread snake. Gunwild 1. With our new unconstitutional laws, the AK would need a fixed magazine or would have to be featureless. Well, why is that an issue? Has anybody created a loading mechanism that you can load through the ejection port? Kind of like the one that Joey has shown for the AR-15. I mean, obviously with this, you're not going to want to take it apart and load and then have to reassemble the whole fucking gun. I mean, yeah, I'm sure the bad guys would. But, yeah, there is definitely a big pile of politicians that are anti-American and don't know a fucking thing. What they are is they are scared. Because they know what they want to do is they want to tax the fuck out of you. They want to put all sorts of sanctions and they want to control your every movement. Big brother coming for you. And they know that at a certain point in time, everybody will get so pissed off, we will have the revolution and we will end them. And the only way that they can guarantee that they don't get ended is to try to take all your guns away. But guess what? It's never going to happen. It is never going to happen. Anybody that acts like it is, flat out. I'm not going to mention any names, but I know people on that side of the United States, and I know people on that side of the United States that are living behind enemy lines with everything that I have. Everything and more. Because we are free. God and our founding fathers gave us that. And you fucking politicians, you can try all you want to take that away. Did I click on a heart for yes, fucker. Otis 71. Unfortunately, you are going to be required to drink. Rich Foomaster 212. Hey, I'm homesick tonight. You want to see my wiener? Ha ha ha. And I have a picture downloading that's not here yet. So, I'm just gonna... No, Rich, I don't want to see you. Rich, well, you just got a little trifecta right there. I need to try some of that Knob Creek. I saw some down at the Tipsy Kitty, which is right down the road. I know they offer it in at least three different flavors because Ed sent me a bottle of the 100 proof, which was the same one that I got, and Brad gave me a bottle of the 120 proof, and I think they also have an 80 proof. Speaking of that, I picked up no, it's on the other fridge. I picked up I'll surprise you. Every now and then it's nice to find sampler packs from breweries that are, how do you say, they may not be 9 or 10s on the old E scale, but they always have decent beers. And I found a sampler pack from Sierra Nevada that had 4 different beers in it, and there was only one in there that I've ever even seen. And I did do a review on it. I gotta check because it might have been, when I did it, it might have been a seasonal, and I think now it's in full scale, but oh well. Rich, Fu Master Chew. Oh, and whiskey. Well, that's Scotch. I'm still not 100% sure what the hell, other than being a liqueur, what this is. Kind of tastes like honey grappa. We can well, since we've already been talking about it, I'll stay away from the Bokers, and I'll just do some of this. Rich, you troublemaker. You know, since you're sitting there home sick, maybe you should have some. You know, it won't hurt. See, this is already going well. 16 minutes in. Gun Wild 1. Hell yeah. Love my High Point 9mm carbine. The trigger sucks, but it's a workhorse. Yes, Rich. You need to try yourself a little knob. Did your picture ever show up? Oh my god. I just created my own problems. Evidently it was waiting for me to approve its download. Subject now downloading. Yes, yes, Jeff. I'm not sure if I've ever shot one. I've shot the Beretta, and that trigger sucked ass on that one too. But yeah, I'm very interested in the 10mm carbine from High Point. Gunwild again. You won't be murdered. You don't have dirt on the Clintons. Well, that's good. That's good to know. Mr. Holster, you need to get some Revok vodka. I'm going to have to Google it and see what the bottle looks like because the name does not sound familiar. Mr. Holster used to carry the PPK Stainless 380. Inner Arms has a as a backup. Nicely made gun, but the slide bit and gave me sucked. Yeah, it's never fun when you take the. Christine did that with the PPS. Try to blame the gun, and I'm just like, you're a revolver girl, so you need to not hold a semi-automatic like a revolver. Rich, Foodmaster 212, I like how you snarfed all those shots down to the last drop. Yeah, my liver didn't particularly like it too much, and I don't know if it was that or something that I ate, but oh my God, at like 2:30 this morning, I was like, God, I feel like I'm gonna blow up. It felt like everything I ate made it to about right here and was being stuck by something, and I went and used the bathroom, and there was no product or anything that was developed during this session. But if there was such a thing as the Fart Olympics, I can guarantee you I firmly took the gold at like 2:30 this morning. As a matter of fact, whoever would have had silver and bronze probably would have just walked away. It was pretty impressive. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure it was so loud that our aerial lift bridge thought it was a call from a freighter and lifted the bridge. Rich again. I actually sold the PPS M2. I prefer the M1 for the paddle release and liked the blockiness of it. For some reason, it just fit my hand better, and the mags were sweet too. Well, thanks for answering the question, because I don't think I've held. I have not held the M2, just my M1, and I plan on never getting rid of that one. I would actually like to add the 9mm, and that's where, of all people, Joey ended up getting a flat dark earth one for practically nothing. As a matter of fact, if you really like the PPS M1, go find them. That gun started off life when it came out as a $700 pistol. It was $700. The mags are stupidly expensive. They've got the regular one, and then actually they offer 3 different mags. They have a even more flush, I think, than the one that I have, and that, of course, it holds 1 less round, so I don't give a shit about that one. But yeah, I want to say the last time I went looking, mags were like $58 a piece for it. Yeah, that's why I don't have any extras for it. But yeah, I'd like to get an M1 and 9mm to go along with my 40. Rich, I sure did. Got it just in the nick of time. Laughed my ass off. Another fine review, brother. This should have been a whiskey and scotch review with all those shots you did. Cheers, brother. You the man. No, not necessarily. Just in a rare mood, I guess. Can't believe I was actually fully with it for Jim's show. Told Chris, I hope you're going to be part of this just in case. Otis 71, this sucks at work, so I can't play my game. Wow, yeah, you missed a winner right there, Otis. Klein's 5179, Palmetto State is making an MP5. Get you some of that. And to gosh, the thing that gets me out of bed, vagina. Stephen Bush. I worked with a guy named Gus. I thought this was going to be like some kind of a... Worked with a guy named Gus. He liked it in the ass while he was on the bus. No, I'm just kidding. Worked with a guy named Gus. He must be in his mid-late 60s. He and his wife had adopted a girl many, many years ago, and he was arrested last year over allegations of child molestation. I believe his girl is now in her early 20s, but I just did a search for him online, and he got 5 years in prison and 15 years parole. He is a one odd motherfucker when I worked with him. Yeah, people like that deserve death. JR10, Desert Gold. Hey, just wondering, have any of you seen Fostech's new Reformation short barrel rifle? Interesting part about it is that you don't need to file any paperwork with the ATF. Have you wondered how Fostech has gotten around the ATF to market an SBR without a tax stamp? Question mark. Pure genius. Actually, I have. And what passes as one thing and what passes as not is screwy as fuck. It is chambered in 300 blackout. It will shoot 300 blackout. It has a 11.5-inch barrel. It has a fully adjustable stock because it's not classified as a rifle or a shotgun. It's classified as a firearm. And they did this by having the lands and the grooves and the barrel being perfectly straight. So it doesn't spin the bullet. And the first thing I'm like, well, this would be just fine, I guess, if you're building a rail gun or whatever. But, talking about being able to, stabilize your projectile by spinning it. Rich. But they say that, I don't remember if it was 100 yards in the article that I read, but they say that it shoots a 4 MOA. And if you used the proprietary ammo that they developed for it, which basically looks like a little tiny lawn dart. If you remember what the lawn dart looks like, you got like the projectile like normal, but it kind of looks like a little football, and then it goes back to a tail fin section, and sure shit, it looks like a little lawn dart. And I guess they are working with a major ammo manufacturer to produce a decently priced ammunition for it. But fuck, man, if you can legally have an SBR, and it may not be the most accurate thing for long distance, but if you want to have something with a 30 round mag or more that's lobbing 300 blackout rounds for close quarters combat, yeah, JR10, I'm interested. Sounds like it's going to be about $1,100 or so for it. Zeus, thanks for keeping me awake on the drive home. Cheers, deplorables. Zeus! See, Zeus, you're another example of what I was just talking about the other day. Someone who I consider a friend, part of the family, just a great guy. Every single time we do something, Zeus is right there doing stupid shit. Like taking apart his rifle and donating a kick-ass scope, which then ended up making me fall in love with that scope and buying one, which is now on my Justin gun. And Zeus, now that I see you, I realize, dude, you haven't left a comment in a while, and it'd be another example of, it's like how much time would go by before you'd be like, wonder what happened to my friend Zeus? We should try to get a hold of him, Zeus, cheers. Ed, love the Brew Babes outfit. Yeah. There was absolutely nothing wrong with that woman. Well, the fact that she was over here and not like over here. Aunt Keck, Ben and well done, sir. Well done. Joey Cuz, I wonder if Mr. Holster will count Shelby drinking first. Yeah, if you read the comments, Joey. Aunt Keck, hooking up Shelby with a little brew. Well done, E. Yeah, unfortunately, she didn't really like it. I really don't have any surplus. Well, there's a couple things in here that I shouldn't open just to give to the dog, but I could help her. Aunt Keck, almost, laugh out loud, almost got caught. I don't know what you're talking about. Aunt Keck, way to go. Christine, I'll let her know that a few of you have already commented on that. Joey Cuz, Christine is so funny. They're tits. They are? What I really liked is, it was good that, that it was, that. But, it's just like, versus looking like big old pepperonis. I know, Wade's into that. Josh, you're welcome, Christine, for the shot. Speaking of Wade, damn it, boy. Your liver must be made of titanium. I'd be shit-faced and looking for bed after the 4th or 5th shot. Cheers. There's no way I can answer this, Wade, that doesn't really sound terrible for me, so I'm just going to go with, Josh. Random, unrequested beer story. Back in Colorado, I managed a Chipotle restaurant. Next door was, yeah, I'm not even going to try. Thanks for trying to help, though. Handmade pizza and damn good bread on site. I was friends with the brewmaster. He would trade copious amounts of brew for food. Great times. Your turn. Yeah, you're some of the reason this shit's a fucking hour, Josh. Oh, and Josh, thanks. You know what I'm talking about. A funny beer story? Fine. I'm just going to go with a funny, disgusting, and fast. One of my drivers, when I managed for Domino's Pizza, I will protect the... No, I won't. His name was Pete. And what my favorite store of all the stores I've managed, what is it to date? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different stores. My favorite was my first store, and that was the one here in Duluth. After that, they all went downhill. None of them were in Duluth. One of my drivers, just an obnoxious motherfucker named Pete. He had a serious, like, I don't know if it was British or Australian accent or what, but college kid, needed the money, was willing to work. I mean, this guy would work like an open to close, show up the next day, open to close, work the whole fucking weekend. He's got exams. He's probably doing Visine and cocaine and going to college. Just a great guy. Never got a complaint about his driving. Never got. I mean, it's just one of those dream employees. He would work. Pete, I need someone to work. Oh, I need someone, and he'd be like, I'm in. It's like, I need someone to close tonight. I'll do it. It's like, always took extra shifts. A great, courteous person. Great with I don't have a fucking complaint other than he was annoying as fuck. And I actually kind of one of those guys where I kind of wish I, knew where he was just to say hi and maybe apologize for what I'm about to tell you. But he said Miller Genuine Draft was the best beer ever. And a bunch of us were just like, because I wasn't a craft head at that point in time. I didn't even know what an IPA was, if they even existed back then. And a bunch of us we had a party. We were at another good friend of mine. We're at Jane's house, and there was all sorts of beers in the fridge, and he's just like, the Miller Genuine Draft is the best. I know Miller Genuine Draft from everything and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh yeah? I mean, he got to the point where he pissed off of a mutual friend to the point where he looked at me and he smiled and walked into the kitchen. There was a swinging door, so you couldn't see what he was doing in there. And I know this isn't bullshit because another mutual friend walked in while this was happening, so I know it's true. The other guy went into Pete's 12-pack and twisted off a top and dumped out half of it, and then filled the other half with his own piss right there in the kitchen, and then put the thing back on. My buddy Brian said I watched him piss in it, seal it, and then he took a pencil off of the table and made a little scar so that he knew which bottle it was and put it back in the refrigerator. And sure enough, like 40 minutes later, Pete comes out and he hadn't opened it yet, and you could see the little line on it, and the guy that did it goes, so Pete, you know, that's the best beer ever, huh? Yeah. It's like, you know, I personally think it's piss beer. Pete's like, oh, hogwash. Snaps it open, glug 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 glug, and it's just like, he's like, best beer, huh? And he's like, fuck yeah. There you go, Josh. Josh, 37th. Oops. Josh, time for a shot. Just a quarter shot of your choice. Well, wow, really? Well, I'm sorry, but my new favorite thing. My new favorite thing right now in the house, anyway, is the Johnny Walker Red from NIHAP. And if we're going to do this, Josh, we're either fucking full in or we're not doing it at all. Josh again. How far are we from picking the Snowflake Melter winner? I tell you though, for me, even though I was happy to do that there for you, Josh, for me, the Scotch, like I did the other night, I would say it was probably 2 or 3 shots with, neat, with just a little splash of water to bring the flavors out in it. But a shot, that's fine. You know, I still love that peatiness. And it just makes me want to go get another bottle of that Ardbeg even more. And this, I mean, you, of course, got it too clean. That's this. This is good. This is very good. Josh. So, oh, did I answer that question? Snowflake Melter, I think there's 8 slots left. 8 slots. 8 slots. So, if you feel lucky, do you punk? $30. This Palmetto State Magpul Edition, made in the USA. AK-47, chambered in 7.62 by 39, could be yours. I tell you, I have to honestly say, I wish I could enter, but you know that would be a shit show of a magnitude times 10. Here's your AK pistol. Snowflake Melter. Like I said, I love the way this looks. I like the tactical looks of it. Not a Krebs custom by any means. That'd be the one that I would save for. The only thing, like I said, the only thing I would change is that brake. They work. I mean, these have a tendency to go boing, 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 and that has a tendency to push it back. Eight chances left. You want in, and you're not already a member of Snowflake Melter on Facebook. Do a search for it, and if you see the big orange sunset, or whatever the fuck it is, click on it. You need to be approved, because we've had some questionable people going over there, and if you're not approved, you ain't getting in. Josh. So your brother uses his high point for all of his super hot loads. Alrighty then. Josh. Oh, shout, I think it's shout big congrats, J-Dog, the new homeowner. Cowbell for J-Dog. Yeah, J-Dog, it's funny. I just give him shit. You know, I send pictures of his car and say you've parked in Greg's spot. There's no such thing as Greg's spot, but we had to go check out one of the owners was having problems with his boiler, but unable to take care of it himself because he's in the Dominican Republic. J-Dog. So we take off and come back from the spot, and J-Dog and Mrs. J-Dog have the two most prime spots, and it was like, I have been parking, across the street and Princess Buttercup's spot. I'm sure. Here's the sad thing: when you deal with a adolescent a douchebag that's functioning on like a 6-year-old mentality, like I said, my job is to take. This person actually made the comment about this place is a shithole. Well, first of all, why don't you walk your dog somewhere beyond right by the door before letting it take a piss? The whole fucking thing is covered in piss, cigarette butts. Nobody picks up a goddamn thing. So when shit lives there, that's how shitholes get created. Yeah, his comment was, this place is just a shithole. People like me and Greg, we're there. We are flipping the apartments. If, J-Dog, I don't remember if you went and took a look at the end result for 2 or 4 was, but as of right now, we have completely remodeled 2, 4, 6, 8, unfortunately. That's for the child. Princess Buttercup lives. Right now we're doing 9. Because J-Dog is going to be a homeowner, or is a homeowner, we will be flipping 3. And I think that's it for right now. But every single time one of them opens up, we completely remodel the bathrooms. And for people that want to say it's a shithole, you'd be pretty impressed with the end result. We are doing full tile showers, removing old fucking cast iron bathtubs. That's fun. I'm sorry, because I think J-Dog did not get to participate in the best way to remove a cast iron bathtub is with a sledgehammer. Wakey, wakey, neighbors. Again, sledgehammering a bathtub apart has happened in, I think, 3 of them so far. Nobody, not the little girl in 10, or the little girl in 1, or, any of the little girls complain at, 6, 7 o'clock. We wait till 7, because that's the ordinance. Wait till 7 o'clock to make any noise. Nobody has said anything. They're all understanding that we're there making things better. A lot of times, if any of them pop out and have a question or a complaint, we come over and we fix their shit. So, only a douchebag Princess Buttercup would have an issue with people that are there working, trying to do a job. Oh, I'm sorry that that you sleep until 9 o'clock and turn into you're a cunt. So yeah, but yeah. Good luck if you need anything done in either your business or your place. It'll be on priority. Fuck you. Crazy Scotsman, what are we looking at today? Brew Babe, sorry, did you speak? 10. No, I didn't. Speaking of Krebs Custom, El Tenda, guys, smile money. I would never call you to take a shot, especially on a school night. Your internet family are enablers. Laugh out loud. Yeah. Mike Gillian, 426. Hello, Eric. My friend, cheers. How many do we got? Oh, my God. Fucked again. Sharky, 762. Oh, again, I'll say this. Anybody that complains when this shit goes an hour, how fast would this be if I just did a review like other review channels? I enjoy reading the comments, so don't take this the wrong way. But if an hour brew review is too long, then the only way we can do this is to not actually read the comments. So I leave that completely up to you guys. It's amazing though. I have one or two people, Johnny Watson, Stephen Bush, bitch when they're really long, especially if it's too long because it goes beyond Stephen's break and Johnny's patience level. But again, I get in more trouble on a short brew review. And it's not just 3 of you, or it's like eventually I think I've heard from most of you when it comes to fucking 30 minutes. What am I going to do with the rest of my morning? Well, I don't know. I enjoy this. This is a way of answering it and having a good time and interacting with you guys. So again, if it turns into an issue, we can go back to the other way. Sharky 762, STI and Para Ordnance have double stacked 1911s chambered in 45 ACP. I think Rock River does too. It's not, the wording wouldn't be I'm not a big fan. I like STI. I'm not real familiar with a lot of their stuff. They have some really cool race guns and that kind of shit. The Para Ordnance, thank you, Sharky. The Para Ordnance is the double stack 45 ACP that I was thinking of. So, Gillian, you might want to look into that one. Sharky again. Took me 32 minutes of staring, but yeah, I spotted the tits. Nice. 32. Yeah, I know. You gotta get into the right mindset. I mean, the titties just didn't automatically appear. It was kind of that, that illusion thing, the magic eye, if you've ever had those. My mom bought me 2 books. And you just gotta get in there. And you gotta relax. And you gotta just kind of let your eyes bug out. And then her tits actually, they were right there. You just wanted to lick them. Sharky 762, more cowbell mallet. Oh, Christine is gonna love me. Sharky, of course, Snowflake Melter is sitting right there, and after what happened that one time, I don't want to take any chances because this cowbell, more cowbell, is exactly what happened to your painting. Something just like that. That was funny. It made it that way and then came off coming back. John Solar. Sharky762, cheers, J-Dog. Damn right. Gillian, just messing with you, my friend. I don't mean anything to my whether I comment first or not. I'm just here for another great brew review and gun porn. Shit, I don't know. I was gonna say, I don't have a serious bone in my body. When it's someone I know and it's one of my friends, yeah, there's a lot of give. But every now and then, you know, you get someone that just pops in and their whole thing about trying to, you know, be one of us is to make just stupid fucking comments. Well, someone tried that, and if you notice, he hasn't been around in a while. Personally, I think that he had some kind of a fucking brain disorder, and I also know, and he, you know, in case he catches this, because, you know, when we took away the power of being able to do thumbs up and thumbs down, I probably just gave up watching. But if the person is watching, because you'll know, you'll be able to understand from my lips moving who you are. You used to be a commenter, and then like had a fucking brain disorder, and then thought that he was Mr. Tech Guy, and then started going around to all the other channels, saying that he was KB. You know, Christine calls me kitchen bitch, so thought that was funny. But same person. I noticed that's kind of stopped too, so maybe he got back on his meds. Gillian, just because someone says whiskey or whatever, don't mean you have to take a shot unless you want to, Eric. Fuck, really? God. I never thought about it like that, Mike. I don't have to. I'm just fucking with you. So, are you saying whiskey? Is that what you're saying? Fucking Mike Buck, great guy. I always appreciate the comments and the blog radio stuff. Someday, drink a little whiskey, little vodka, little scotch, and then shoot shit. Like maybe J-Dog's case, of course. Gillian, 45 AC pistols can easily be switched to 10 millimeter. Just slide, barrel, and magazine. Well, if you can find someone that has those parts. I converted a 45, a Glock, what's that, the 21? 45 to a 10 millimeter for a short amount of time, and then went to the real one. Hazman 440, who are you fixing to raccoon eyes from? Oh, get raccoon. I'm not getting raccoon eyes from anybody. If douche nozzle, let's put it like this. Actually, the thing that I fear, and the only thing I fear, is defending myself after I put a fucking bullet right there. But, like me and Greg talked about, I would rather be in court defending myself as opposed to being carried for my dirt nap. The sad thing is, in today's society, you get some fucking hopped up on fucking drugs piece of shit, or some little child, Princess Buttercup, and they have anger issues, and they fucking come at you, and you put them down. First of all, make sure it's a headshot, because we don't want to have to deal with them. But all of a sudden, their family, you know, I guess, you know, them too. Just kidding. Hazman, you should have done like George Thorogood. 1 bourbon, 1 scotch, and 1 beer. I actually think I kind of did, but Hazman! Paul, you are one of my oldest, no pun, and dearest friends. Choices. Okay. I know we're going over. We're going over the hour, but you know, I don't fucking care. God damn it, John Solar, get your fucking mallet out of here. I need to get this sent out to you. How's that, Paul? One bourbon, one scotch, and one beer. And a Smith & Wesson slide stuck on a Walther. And Cadillac V, in case you're watching. Something else that the laser works on nicely. Holster, a little sloppy. Okay. One bourbon. One scotch. And one beer. Hazman. Arnell, dumbass. His name is Arnell at Rock Island. Have another shot. Reloading. Hazman. 440 stands as the last comment. Hang on, we got two things listed as spam. Oh, that Ari douchebag again. What the fuck? No one gives a shit about you fucking remove. Okay. Hazman stands as the last comment. Blog Radio. 8 p.m. Central. My guest is nobody. It's crew night. So that means you get to listen to me, Jim, Johnny, Joey, and John. I mean, who the fuck needs to schedule people? Again, if you're interested in being on the goddamn show, get in contact with me. And, Hazman, if you'd like to come on again, I'll make sure that the shit is by the book. Cheers, guys. Oh, shit. Hang on. Cheers, nothing. The 2014, where do I put it on the E-scale? It has a lot of good flavors. They could be more intense, but then again, I just did that run. I would like a little bit more mouthfeel. 10%, boy, I tell you, if it's really 10%, the shit is hidden very well. Personally, don't judge. I'm going to give this a 9.5. And we will hopefully see you tomorrow. I'll tell you this, though. Next time we get together, I want to look at this this last one from the brewery. Yeah, it's sucks for price, awesome for flavors, but oh my god, shit, I didn't realize that. It's beer and it has alcohol in it.